What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Prosper back with another reaction video. In this video, bro, I'm about to react to Montana 300 featuring OD Quake. I Can't Breathe. Bro, Montana 300 has hella bars, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of his bars be going over my head because it's just like he comes up with crazy ass bars. But yeah, I'm happy he did like a track like this. You know what I mean? Because I think it was Middle Child where he said, "Why stand for a flag when they hope we fall? In a jail or a grave that can hold us all." And after I heard that, I was like, because he always drops little like gems like that shit in his songs, but I wanted him to make like a full song dedicated to like what black people in this country face on a daily basis. So now we finally get one, bro. But yeah, I'm ready to see what this shit all about, bro. But before we get into the video, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, road to 100K subs. Let's get it, let's go. Post notifications on. And with that being said, let's check this song out. Y'all ready? Let's get it. That's crazy right there, bro. Another thing, bro, is he's so vocal on his Instagram. I know a lot of his fans are like, before any of this shit happened, before all the protests around the world and everything, he would be posting shit like this, you know what I mean? Using his voice to bring awareness to the situations and stuff. And if you go to his comment section, bro, it's just fans saying, like, "You're just doing this shit to divide people. Why are you doing this shit?" and stuff like that. And slavery happened so long ago. You should forget about it and shit. It's like ignorant ass people in his comment section, but he's been doing this shit since the beginning, spreading awareness.
I'm suffocating, I can't breathe, God. They on our necks with their knees, God.
Yeah.
They shooting at us before they tell us to freeze, God. We tired of marching, I swear I'm ready to squeeze, God.
Yeah.
Please, God, do something, cause I can't breathe, God.
Yeah.
They on our necks with their knees, God. They shooting at us before they tell us to freeze, God. We tired of marching, I swear I'm ready to squeeze, God.
Yeah.
Please, God, do something, cause I can't. They get behind that badge, then they start feeling bold. They know they being recorded, ain't scared to get exposed.
That's facts, bro. They get behind that badge and they feeling bold. They getting recorded and they ain't scared to get exposed. But like, that's one, let me talk about two things, bro. A lot of these cops, bro, without their badge, they're pussies. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. They're pussies. They would not do that shit in real life, bro. If they weren't in that job, they would not act out the way they act out. I saw a video yesterday, bro, of this off-duty cop. He's not even on the job. He has no uniform and everything. And it was a car collision. And he was bossing the other nigga around. Like, sit down and shit. And I'm like, it's just, he knows his job could save his ass. You know what I mean? If he gets in a fight, he won't get penalized because he's a cop and everything. They're genuinely pussies, bro. Behind the badge. They bitch made, bro. It's facts. But another thing I don't get is the killings used to happen all the time. You know what I mean? It's nothing new. But what's new is how frequent it's happening, plus how often it's getting caught on camera. And these cops do not give a fuck, bro. Like, if you look at the George Floyd situation, bro. 4 of them are getting filmed. Not one of them stepped up and said, I think we need to stop. You know what I mean? They don't care if they're getting filmed. Why? Because they know they're going to get away with it. That's why they be showing their badge number like they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Then they start feeling bold. They know they being recorded, ain't scared to get exposed. Marching is getting old.
Yeah.
My heart is getting cold. My people need every step, a step in that's pigeon-toed. They told us Jesus coming. Wait on them dumbbells. It's time to fight back.
Yeah.
We took enough L's.
Yeah.
Still yelling fuck 12. Hope they could duck shells. We'll burn his bitch down. You'll think the sun fell.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Sandra Bland. Some of us tired of praying. This shit's been out of hand.
Yeah.
I feel what Pac was saying. Protect and serving who? Our sons don't have that privilege.
Yeah.
And if your skin isn't bright enough, then you look suspicious.
He He said, protect and serve who? Our sons don't have that privilege. If your skin's not bright enough, then you look suspicious. Here where I live, bro, in Colorado, bro, in Aurora, they killed someone last year, bro, because he was walking with a ski mask on, and he was wearing the ski mask because he's anemic, bro. He gets cold, and it was cold. It was a cold day, you know what I mean? But someone called on him because he was suspicious. And this dude is he's a special needs person, bro. He's a special needs kid. He's 23 years old. And they killed him, bro. 3 cops killed him, and they're still working. That's crazy. They're not even fired, you know what I mean? And they purposely took their body cam off and everything. But that's suspicious bullshit, bro. You should not be getting pulled over or stopped because you look suspicious, my nigga. There's a stereotype that leads for certain people to get questioned or whatever because they look suspicious. Like, it's crazy that their first thing is, after they find out that they picked the wrong guy or whatever, they always say, you fit the description. You know what I mean? That shit's dumb. But if you guys want to go see who I'm talking about, the dude's name is Elijah McClain. Rest in peace, him. But it's crazy.
Our sons don't have that privilege. And if your skin isn't bright enough, then you look suspicious.
Yeah.
We lost a lot, no more whipping us like a parking lot. It's time for talk to stop. They kill one of us, it should cost a cop. No COVID-19.
They kill one of us, it should cost a cop.
Parking lot,
Y'all
it's time
gonna
for
feel
talk to
different
stop.
about
They
that
kill
one.
one of us, it should cost a cop. No COVID-19 when we wear a mask in our coffin. Stop thinking about Walter Scott, make me wanna walk up and off a cop. I can't breathe, God. They on our necks with their knees, God. They shooting at us before they tell us to freeze, God.
Yeah.
We tired of marching, I swear I'm ready to squeeze, God. Please, God, do something, cause I can't breathe, God. They on our necks with their knees, God. They shooting at us before they tell us to freeze,
Yeah.
God. We tired of marching,
hug
I
cops,
swear
yeah.
I'm ready to squeeze, God. Please, God, do something, cause I can't. These ain't no accidents. Remember Eric Gardner?
Yeah.
And you are not a good cop if you cannot check your partner.
There you go.
Skin colors while you foul. All because Michael Brown, I fear for my life too. Does that give me the right to strike you down? Hating on God's melon.
I feel for my life. Does that give me the right to strike you down? That's what they always be saying. I was afraid. That's why I pulled the trigger. I was afraid he had a weapon. I was afraid he was going to do this. My nigga, if you're afraid, don't be a cop. You know what I mean? And that can't be an excuse, bro. Y'all been using that shit for years. You know what I mean? The first few times, okay, we let it slide. You know what I mean? Maybe you were afraid. But the more and more it's happening, the more and more people are being awake. They're seeing through the BS, bro. They killing niggas because they want to kill niggas. It's just plain and simple. Because they know they can get away. They're not afraid, bro. It's just abuse of power. I always say, once a police officer wears that uniform, bro, it's like the devil takes over his soul. Like, it's... Because... Go look at the Stanford prison experiment, bro. The Stanford prison experiment was when this guy got like 12 people to be the prison guards and 12 people to be the prisoners, right? And then they ran this experiment. And it just came to the conclusion that when people have a lot of power in their hands, they turn corrupt. And also, if the environment is corrupt, it turns the people corrupt. So that's just go look it up. Look up that experiment. When you give people this much power, bro, they gonna abuse the power. There has to be checks and balances, bro, but there's no checks and balances with the cops.
Brown, I fear for my life too. Does that give me the right to strike you down? Hating on God's melanin, really thinking they better than when in the inside we all flesh and blood with a skeleton. They prejudice, they don't want us moving up like the Jeffersons. KKK up today, police uniforms, what they dressing in. George Floyd, it took 3 to pin him down. He wasn't wrestling. Cops caught on camera killing us. Police force filled with jealous men. Further investigations as if they need some more evidence. See liberty and justice for all is.
That's one thing that I don't get, bro. When one of their own kills someone, they always go and say, we need further evidence. We need further investigation. You know what I mean? And it's the same police department that does the investigation. How the fuck do you do that, bro? You know what I mean? It's like having a murderer investigate the crime scene after he killed someone. You know what I mean? But they're quick to, after a murder happens, a police murders an innocent black person or whatever, first question they have to say is, let's investigate, right? But when these lynching happens, they just rule that shit a suicide. Like, that shit does not make sense to me. How are you going to rule the lynchings a suicide without even having the autopsy report come back? You're just saying, oh, it's a suicide. You know what I mean? But when it's your own to protect your ass, you're gonna go and say, "Oh, we need to do investigation," and you guys butcher the investigation as well. But that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. The whole system's fucked.
As if they need some more evidence. See, liberty and justice for all is a place we've never been.
Yeah.
Don't wanna give us a job, can't even take a jog. Look how they did a mod, they twisted like a knob.
Yeah.
They taking lives and freedom, we sick of being robbed.
Yeah.
Might send they ass up to God, I hope he can catch a lie. I can't breathe, God.
Yeah.
They on our necks with their knees, God. They shooting at us before they tell us to freeze, God. We tired of marching, I swear I'm ready to squeeze, God. Please, God, do something, cause I can't breathe, God. They on our necks with their knees, God. They shooting at us before they tell us to freeze, God. We tired of marching, I swear I'm ready to squeeze, God. Please, God, do something, cause I can't. We gotta claim our nationality, we gotta read. The police hate a nigga that know the law.
Yeah.
Why stand up for a flag when they hope we fall?
Yeah.
In a grave or a jail that can hold us all.
Exactly. That's what I said in the beginning.
Why won't they let us be, God? Why we take a knee, God? I'm suffocating, I can't breathe, God. I'm suffocating, I can't breathe, God. They on our necks with their knees, God. They shooting at us before they tell us to freeze, God. We tired of marching, I swear I'm ready to squeeze, God. Please, God, do something, cause I can't breathe, God. They on our necks with their knees, God. They shooting at us before they tell us to freeze, God. We tired of marching, I swear I'm ready to squeeze, God. Please, God, do something, cause I can't.
There is no such thing as good apples when the tree is rotten. And then it takes one bad apple, bro, to ruin an orchard, if you think about it.
I swear I'm ready to squeeze, God. Please, God, do something, cause I can't.
Yeah, the black women. Malcolm X. Look, hold up, look at this, bro. Look how many black women's names are there, bro. You see, there's so many black women who have died at the hands of police. And look at Breonna Taylor, bro. She still has not gotten justice. They fired one police officer after like 2 months, I believe. But look at all these women, black women's names right here that have not gotten justice. The only ones names that are at a high magnitude that everyone knows about is Sandra Bland and Breonna Taylor. Besides that, I can bet money on it that a lot of people don't know all of these women's names. And the reason is because black women aren't only suffering oppression by racism, but they're suffering oppression as well by sexism. It's intersectionality, you know what I mean? So their name doesn't get said as much as the black people, the black men's names and whatnot. But there's a lot of black women who have died as well. It's not only Breonna Taylor and Sandra Bland. There's a lot. This is sad, bro.
This is America, people. I call it hell's heaven.
Yeah. That's facts. Color of our skin is not a weapon. This video was so dope, bro. I like the video. I like the song too, bro. Shit was dope, bro. I fuck with that shit heavy, bro. But he did his thing, bro. He did his thing on that shit, no doubt. But yeah, bro, like some shit needs to change. Some shit definitely needs to change. And like, I'm tired of just hearing people. First of all, bro, I need to say like, shout out to all the white people, bro, who are protesting, marching, signing petitions, spreading the word. Because if you see these protests, bro, it's just that's a majority of white people. And I have the utmost respect for them because this shit doesn't affect them, bro. This shit really doesn't affect them at all. But for them to go and stand for what's right, you know what I mean? And they're calling this shit out because it's wrong. I have the utmost respect for them. So yeah, shout out to all the white people that are taking a stand against racial injustice and whatnot. And shout out to all the old white people too that are protesting. I've seen so many, and they're risking their lives. You know what I mean, with the whole COVID and everything going on. So, like, I have the utmost respect for them. But yeah, some shit needs to change, bro. Some shit needs to change. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of the same old excuse. He's resisting. The police. Here's the thing. I believe if you let something happen again and again and again, it becomes normalized. You know what I mean? So let's say, just with music, okay? If you listen to a certain type of music and you might have not liked it, but the more and more and more you listen to it, you will like it. Why? Because you're just programming your brain to just normalize it. Like, okay, this is all I have. So the more and more I hear it, the more and more it sounds normal. So the more and more, it's fine. It's just fine. You know what I mean? So with the killings, one happened after another. You know what I mean? There was the Oscar Grant, Sean Reed. Those were early on. And then the Trayvon happened. I think that's what ignited everything. And then after that, Mike Brown happened. So those two, a lot of people were just trying to justify it. You know what I mean? Then Tamir Rice happened. And I feel like we just let it happen, bro. We just let it happen. And the more and more it happened, the more and more the police conditioned you to think that if you're resisting, if you're running away, if you're not cooperating, meaning if you're not talking, if you're not answering questions to the police or whatever, you deserve to die. My nigga, that's not how it should go. If you read the Constitution, my nigga, it's a Fifth Amendment right. You have the right to due process. You know what I mean? You have the right to show up in court and fight for your freedom and whatnot. And you're innocent until proven guilty. You know what I mean? You don't get the death penalty just because you ran away. You don't get the death penalty because you're resisting arrest. But since it happens so many times, it's conditioned on our brain to make us think that, you know what, it's fine. He resisted, so he deserves to die. Since when have people have not cared about human life? You know what I mean? This is a human being. Just because the color of our skin is different does not mean my life is less valuable than yours. You know what I mean? So that shit does not make sense to me at all. We have constitutional rights in this country. And I know a lot of people only read the first and second constitution. You know what I mean? Freedom of speech and freedom of assembly, freedom of press, and then the right to bear arms. But the same people that love to talk about the Constitution are the same people that are not applying that Constitution to other people. They think I'm going to keep it real with you guys, bro. I feel like all these Trump supporters only think the Constitution applies to them and the police officers. And they only know 2 amendments of the Constitution, First and Second Amendment. They don't know any others, you know what I mean? The Fifth Amendment gives us due process, you know what I mean? And all these protests that are going out right now, these are peaceful protests. That's freedom of assembly. I have the constitutional right to go up to a police officer and call him a bitch to his face. It's a freedom of speech. I'm not threatening him or anything. But I do that, I guarantee you he's going to do something and throw me in jail, or he's going to use excessive force. You know what I mean? They do not serve and protect, bro. They do not serve and protect. They probably protect themselves, definitely, but they don't serve and protect. Most cops don't even know the law, bro. This is another thing that I'm going to say, and I'm going to wrap the video up. It takes a lawyer 7 years to study the law and become a lawyer. You know what I mean? It takes them 7 years 4 years of undergrad, and then 3 years of law school. Probably going to have to do some extra work after graduating and whatnot, but 7 years to become a lawyer, to study the law and understand the law fully. So you're the same person that's using the law to fight for people's freedom. But the people who enforce these laws, these cops, only go to police academy training for 22 weeks, bro. 22 weeks, bro. That's nothing, bro. 22 weeks? That's nothing compared to 7 years of fucking studying the law. So these officers do not know the law. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a flaw right there. They should honestly have a college degree to be a police officer. Are you kidding me? The requirement is a high school diploma and 22 weeks of training? Anyone could be a police officer, and they're making bank. Don't let them fool you thinking they're minimum wage workers, bro. They're making bank. They make a lot of overtime money. They get benefits. They're making a lot of money, especially the top people. They're making up to $500,000 without a college degree. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I have no sympathy for these people. I have no sympathy for them at all, bro. But yeah, if y'all enjoyed my reaction video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn post notifications on, share the video, do all that fun stuff. And with that being said, I'm going to see you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.